Hey there. Before we jump into today's hot topic, let me ask you a question. Ever wondered if living with your partner before tying the knot is a smart move or a sneaky trap? Well, hold on to your seat because today we're diving deep into the reasons why shacking up before marriage might be the worst decision for your future. This isn't just relationship advice. This is your future we're talking about. Think about this. What if that cozy living arrangement with your partner was secretly setting you up for long-term relationship disaster? Yeah, I said it. From emotional distance to a less satisfying marriage, we're breaking down all the subtle dangers of playing house before making it official. So buckle up, because what you'll hear today might just blow your mind. First things first, living together might feel like you're building a solid foundation for marriage, but here's the kicker. It could actually give you a false sense of commitment. Why? Because without that formal vow, that ring, that solid "I do," what you're really doing is testing the waters. And guess what? People tend to have one foot out the door mentally. You're in this limbo where you're committed, but not really. This can lead to a lot of hidden insecurities. And here's the sneaky part. Studies show that living together before marriage can actually decrease the motivation to ever walk down the aisle. Why? Well, why fix what isn't broken, right? You've already merged finances, routines, Netflix accounts, but guess what? You might also be delaying some tough conversations that marriage forces you to confront. It's like eating dessert before dinner and then wondering why you don't feel full. Section 3. Financial entanglements without legal protection. Here's a biggie. Financial entanglements. When you're living together, splitting rent, sharing bills, it all seems so practical, but let's get real for a second. If you're not legally married, you're not protected. If things go south, you could find yourself in a financial mess, and there's no divorce court to help you divide that IKEA furniture or the dog you both adopted. Oh, and that joint lease? Yeah, it's still your problem too. Section 4. Emotional distance over time. Now let's talk about the emotional side. Believe it or not, cohabitation can sometimes lead to emotional drift. When you're together all the time without a formal commitment, small issues can start to pile up. You might brush off big relationship conversations because, well, you're already living together. But those unresolved issues simmer beneath the surface, slowly creating distance. And before you know it, boom, you've drifted apart, even though you share a space. Section 5. Higher divorce rates. Now, I'm not here to scare you, but let's hit you with some cold, hard facts. Studies have shown that couples who live together before marriage tend to have higher divorce rates. Surprised? It's true. Why? Because living together without that marriage contract can create a sliding, not deciding mentality. You slide into more commitment without really evaluating the long-term consequences. Section 6. Stagnant growth. And one last thing, let's talk about growth. Marriage forces you to grow in ways you never thought possible because you're bound by something bigger than just convenience. Living together, on the other hand, it can keep you in this comfort zone where neither of you really grow because you never face the full weight of a lifelong commitment. So you might stay stagnant while thinking you're progressing. Conclusion: what should you do? So, what's the takeaway here? I'm not saying cohabitation always leads to disaster, but before you sign that lease with your partner, really think about what you're doing. Are you preparing for a lifetime together or just postponing the inevitable? Think long-term and make decisions that will set you up for the marriage and future you really want. Call to action. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more no-fluff relationship advice. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever lived with a partner before marriage? What was your experience? Let's talk about it.